my name is Allie Justis, and this is the Beacon Breakdown. This week we've got Kailee Harris back with us again, and we're going to be talking about Stranger Things. Say hi.
Hello.
And this is going to be really exciting because we didn't really expect this. They just dropped this season 4 teaser trailer out of nowhere. And they didn't give us much, but we do have a little bit to talk about because there was a lot of surprising content in there. But there's a lot to get into, so let's get started. So before we even get into the actual contents of the trailer, I'm just a little bit confused about what they're gonna do with season 4 because I'm not that surprised that they're coming out with a season 4 because there are a lot of unanswered questions that we have, and I get it, but at the same time I'm not really sure where they're gonna go in terms of content. From what we saw in the trailer, it seems like they're definitely gonna pose more of the Russian angle, which I think is really interesting, and I don't know how they're gonna play that into the other parts of it, but I just, in terms of content for season 4, I'm a little concerned about where they're going to go with the big bad, whether it's going to be a human or some sort of monster again. But if it is a monster, I'm a little bit concerned that I don't know where they're going to go with it, because this past monster was really big and bad, and then it seemed like since season 1 up until season 3 they've been just scaling up the monsters, but last season's monster was kind of really big and bad. So I don't really know who they're gonna fight next. They're literally the only step above that monster, because that was Godzilla is God himself. I don't know who they think they're gonna try and fight this time or how. But yeah, that's got me a little bit concerned. Do you have any concerns or just general ideas about season 4?
I think it's definitely going to involve Russia, obviously. Yeah. That might just be a beginning of the season type of thing. But I do think that they are going to tie Will back in more.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are saying that he's connected with 11, which I can see that.
That could be
cool. That would be very interesting. At the end of that trailer, you can hear a monster.
Yeah.
You can turn it up super loud.
Yeah.
So there's obviously going to be another one.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're going to do with that. And it kind of gets repetitive.
Yeah, it does.
So I hope it's different.
Yeah, because they hype up a monster for the entirety of the season, and then they somehow find a way to OP kill it in the last 30 seconds of the last episode. So
that's happened for 3 seasons.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about, is that they're going to get a little bit more repetitive. I'm very curious to see how they're going to put a different angle on it. And I think that it could be a sort of subverted expectation that they're trying, where it seems like they might do a little bit of a monster, and then it turns out that the big bad is going to be more human, so a big bad Russian guy, something like that. I don't know. But as to the actual teaser trailer now, the first thing that we see is kind of an opening shot of the Russian winter. And there's a lot of scary Russian guys with big guns and dogs and stuff like that. And when I was first watching this, I was like, okay, that's cool, but also, what? I'm very confused. And I remained confused up until the very end, where there was the huge surprise that friggin' Hopper was there. And he was bald and looked very disgruntled. I've got some questions.
I think it's a Russian work camp, and they obviously took him after the end of season 3.
Yeah.
So I assume that it's going to open with that.
Yeah.
With him being there and trying to escape, but I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, that's going to be so interesting, because Hopper is one of my favorite characters. Yes. So this is going to be very engaging. I'm very excited for that.
I was very excited to see that he was still alive, which I thought he was still alive anyway. But I thought it was really interesting that they released a teaser.
I know.
With that major plot point in it. So
yeah, I think that's really interesting. And I kind of like that they sort of I don't know, they kind of did that out of the gate, just so there was an immediate intrigue to kind of go and watch season 4, but at the same time I'm that's kind of weird that you gave away such a big thing. You'd think that they would keep that under wraps a little bit more, but I guess that makes sense.
It makes you wonder what's actually gonna happen.
Yeah, right, because they gave away one of their big things.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The release date was not in the teaser.
Yeah, that was something
I was hoping it would be. But if you look at the timeline of the last season and the way that they released everything, it looks like it's going to put the release date in the spring of 2021.
Yeah.
So I think a trailer will happen hopefully in summer of this year.
Yeah.
Or towards the winter season.
Yeah, or, well, Yeah, no, I think you're right. As much as I begrudgingly don't want to wait all that much longer, I think we're going to get a trailer in the middle of summer and then a release date in the spring or maybe like late spring. That's what I would expect because the last couple of ones have been like early summer, right?
Well, the last one was July 4th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like midsummer.
The one before that was Halloween, I'm pretty sure. And then the other one, I think the first season came out in summer. So,
yeah. I don't know. So it could be anything. That's cool. All right. I think we're it. I think that's it in terms of plot points. Yeah, because it's 30 seconds. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's all we got for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in to another exciting edition of the Beacon Breakdown. I'm Allie Justis.
I'm Kailee Harris.
And thanks for listening to us ramble. See you later. Bye.